All right, everybody, what's up? We are live. This is session 3 of The Island, our ShadowDark 4D roleplay campaign. Got some new faces with us. Uh, do you guys want to, introduce yourself real quick? Say a little bit about who your character is? I guess we didn't, I didn't tell you I would do that.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm Jacob. I'm playing Dirk Wells, the bodyguard of Frederick, Frederick's character. Just here to watch over him as we wander through the jungle.
And we will be starting at a different point than when we left off on session 2. This is like a different side of the island, different characters. All right. And then Frederick. Who is Frederick?
I'm Nico. I will be playing Frederick today. He is a wizard researcher trying to figure out the various uses for all the flora and fauna on the island and their applications.
All right. And Artaj, the wizard.
What's going on, y'all? I'm happy to be here. I'm gonna be playing a amnesiac wizard. Who he is, his identity, yet to be seen.
We'll find out. All right, been a minute and a half, so it's time to just get into it already. So I'll start with a short little description of the scene, and we'll just get into it. All right. One second here. Okay. The beach, sunny, waves, small waves lapping up along the edge, sandy. A small beach. A tree line is very close to the water's edge. Sun shines down. Middle of the day. Unbearably hot. On the beach, Dirk and Frederick.
Walking just ahead of Frederick. Feet stepping deep into the sand, wiping the sweat off my bald head. Just what in the hell are we trying to find down here, Frederick?
I'm about 10 feet away, distracted, and I'm just cutting off these leaves that grow right between the beach and the tree line. These long leaves that have a almost fluorescent pink streak on them, and I'm just cutting them and putting them into my bag for later.
Looking back at Frederick. All kinds of colorful stuff on this island. Kind of trinkets you're going to bring back and try to sell or something?
Well, I've got to figure out what they're worth first, but see what we can use them for. But certainly there's some sort of use, some poison, some remedy.
All right, well, let's just make our way on it quickly. Got enough daylight left, but we don't know who's going to come out of that jungle still. Don't want another encounter like last time.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. And I continue just going across foot by foot and just bending down to collect more of these leaves.
The leaves have a slightly sweet aroma to them. Wafts through the air.
I put one to my nose and I sniff it, just dart my tongue out, get a taste of it. Well, it's no neurotoxin, at least as far as I can tell, not in small doses. And I tuck more of them in my bag.
I don't even know what a neurotoxin is. You always mention this kind of stuff, but yeah, whatever the case. I'll take your word for it, Frederick. Looking down the beach. This thing seems to go on forever down there, but let's go take a look down here a little further. Looks like there's a pile of a bunch of, I don't know, some sort of washed up mess down there.
secure my bag, believing I having enough to look at later, and I follow Dirk.
Watching Frederick step a little closer, begin leading the way towards the pile of refuse and mess I see just down the beach.
Yeah, I hobble behind them with my wooden leg.
You're gonna get stuck down here. You're gonna have to pay me extra to get you out.
My company's good for it. They pay me enough.
Yeah, it's certainly paying me better than Roderick did.
The pile a, a bit of ways is a like a mound of seaweed. Looks to be covering something underneath it. Large, slimy, dark green mound.
Pulling out my longsword. Frick. See that down there? There seems to be some sort of movement or something. Stay cautious.
You're talking about the seaweed?
Talking about whatever's under that pile. Might just be a turtle. If it is, we're gonna be eating good tonight. You ever had turtle soup?
I haven't.
I swear everything on this bit and island's trying to kill you. Cautiously walking towards the pile as it becomes bigger.
You know, the
bigger.
seaweed could be good eating too. And I go and I hobble over there to start collecting some.
It's slimy to the touch, a bit pungent, a bit sour.
It just looks like ordinary to me, just like back at home. I'll just fold one up and put it in my bag in.
I start kicking at the pile, feeling around with my foot.
Something fleshy.
Oh, Frederick, come over here. I start moving with my sword, gently moving some of the.
I keep a safe distance just in case. Planted exactly where I am.
So I'm moving apart some of the seaweed and debris. Just something. Just what is this down here? I start poke just a little bit into the flesh, almost.
No response from the poking.
I think we might have some sort of body or something in here. So come help me out. Come help me out. Safe. Come over here.
Well, you're not dead yet. That's a good sign.
Long day in hell before you find me dead first.
I'll hobble over and I'll take my staff and I'll start trying to brush some of the seaweed away from what he's poking at.
My sheath is I put my sword back in its sheath and I'm roughly trying to pull out whatever is in here.
Move an inch and you're dead. An arm embraces behind Frederick, grabbing him by the throat.
Oh.
Ginger body hair. The arm itself, skinny, pallid, pale colored.
Looking up abruptly. Hand out. Stay still, Frederick. We don't mean you any harm, I say.
Don't have any choice here. For a bodyguard, you're kind of lacking here.
Now's not the time for that. All right.
An obsidian blade jams into Frederick's throat. A little bit of blood sputters out from behind the man himself. Gaunt, just hungry looking. And I look to you, Dirk, and I say, if I let go, you promise not to lay a fucking finger on me.
I promise I won't lay a finger or drive my sword into you. My sword is sheathed. I am unarmed. Let him go. I understand this. We can calm this down here, everybody, okay? We don't mean you any harm.
Drop your fucking blade.
I untie my my scabbard, falls down. And I kick it away from both of us. See? No harm.
This one here that I'm holding, you got any weapons on you? And I start feeling up, doing a body scan, checking for anything sharp or pointy.
You feel a dagger on my waist.
Grab it, throw it towards the sand. And I let go, and I step back.
I stumble forward and catch myself on my staff.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
Just catching my breath. I'm Frederick, by the way. It's customary to greet a stranger, no?
Stepping closer towards Frederick. For God, look at his leg. You really think you really feel threatened by this man? My blade's over there. Look at you. You've been washed up here. Are you okay? Do you need some water?
You walk, and I walk over to the pile of seaweed and start pulling away the rubble, revealing my pack underneath.
Is that yours?
Well, it sure ain't fucking yours now, is it?
Well, some say finders keepers, so we were here first. Looking at the scruffed up figure before me. Now, we stepped aside here. We're not trying to hurt you. What's your name? I'm Dirk. And as he said, this is Frederick. You don't know your name.
He sheathes his blade, and I wipe my sweat from my brow, and I say, "No, don't. Sorry, boys. Sorry for the whole bit, all right? I just wasn't sure if you were going to kill me or something like that. Okay?"
For the love of Geed. I spit down on the sand. You had us going there. You realize everything in this fucking island is trying to kill you.
I do realize.
I touch my neck in the blood, and I show him, yeah, hell of a joke, yes. What's
Ignoring
wrong
him,
with you?
I walk over to the pack beneath the seaweed, hoist it over my shoulder, and I say, "I can't say I know what my name is." And the pack itself is dark purple. It has thick gold filigreed embroideries on it. And I look around, scanning the perimeter of the beach. Listen, lads. Sorry for that. I'm just a little panicked, is all. And a little jittery.
The top part of a mast appears just peering over the horizon in the ocean.
Looks like that's what is that out there? I'm bending down and picking up my scabbard. That your ship? Tying up my scabbard back to my waist.
And I shake my head no.
What do you make of this, Frederick?
I'm going over to collect my dagger and resheath it. I look up at the mast. I'm not sure what to make of it. I do want to make my way out of here before we are accosted again. It'd be nice.
It's still a great distance away, but the sails are solid black.
I just stand there a little bewildered, and an exhaustion comes over me. Start to lean on the tree behind me, heaving, not really present in the moment.
Stepping, keeping a closer distance to Frederick. Hey, leaning in. What do you think's
Yes.
going on with him?
I
Think
don't
you
know.
drank too much salt water?
I don't know. Delirious attacking people. I don't know what is wrong with him.
Those black
I
sails out
look the
there.
man over. What are you doing around here?
Ginger haired, the right eye scarred across. So I woke up not more than 2 hours ago, and some men started calling to me, but I couldn't trust them, so I started running away towards the beach.
Do
I
you know how
don't
you
know what I'm doing.
found? Sorry. How'd you find yourself here?
Lying in a pile of corpses.
Pile of corpses, looking around.
Were you on a ship prior, or you coming from the tree line? Do you know anything?
Shakes his head no.
The ship finally fully crests its way over the horizon. It is large, with 4 individual sails,
Well,
a slight rustling in the foliage of the tree line.
I don't know if I trust those black sails out there, though. Either plague, pirates. So unless
So
you
no
all
design I recognize.
seen something similar like that at my previous employer. Unless you want to end up in chains, cutting down trees, mining, might want to get off this beach.
I'd rather avoid that fate. I'm not suited for it.
What do you say, you? And I shove some water in a flagon into the unknown man's chest. You want to drink some of this? Get out of here.
Brush my hand on it, trying to lick up a little bit of it. Yeah, I think so, mate.
Drink it.
Are you sure we want him along? He almost cost me my life and you your job.
If you would have lost your life, I would have kept my job somehow. I would have made quick work of him after. Besides, it might be the inroad you need here. I get a bonus. It looks kind of like the others.
Have him lead in front then. You're in charge of watching him.
Of course. Let's go. Looking back at the ship. Closer.
I look to them and say, which way? Which way?
Oh, this guy doesn't even know where to go in here. There.
You lead, just keep him in your sight.
Come with me. Arch. Walk side by side with me. Come here. We need to come with something to call you here. Start leading towards a small, slightly visible footpath into the jungle we just came through.
Right inside the beginnings of the tree line, roughly potato-sized insects, some kind of beetles or cephalopods crawling all over the trees, segmented bodies, constantly changing color. Dozens of them.
Frederick, you gonna collect those or what?
they're not of much worth. They don't make much dye, and we haven't found any real use for them yet as far as medicinal properties.
Oh,
You
you
can eat
never know
them.
what I'm messing with. Do you think I care if we collect these beetles?
They're good eating if worse comes to worse.
Hey.
Slimy, but
I start walking towards one of the beetles, put my hand up, attempting to have it beckon on my finger.
It stops crawling on the tree trunk it's on, its feelers extending towards the wizard's hand, feeling around.
And I just look at it in spectacular awe while keeping up pace.
are you not from here?
What is here?
The beetle
Well,
crawling around on the wizard's hand, feeling around.
I say we take them back either to the village, the one that you made inroads with, see if they might know anything. If not, we could take them back to the main docking point there, and maybe Roderick would be able to do something with them. Might be able to get a few coin too for all of us.
Maybe perhaps someone's looking for him. I look over to see what our new companion here is wearing and trying to identify him.
He's wearing deep purple colored robes, what's left of it. Slight chainmail underneath.
Step closer and look at the robes. Whoever you are, you must be important. You dress quite fine.
The beetle crawls onto the wizard's wrist, feels along a plump vein, and pierces down.
I grunt and try to grab him immediately and try to throw it off.
It easily comes off, flies away, hits a tree.
Moving back, just dodging just as the wizard throws the beetle. What do you think it was gonna do?
I don't know.
Got ourselves a toddler in a grown man's body here. Looking around for any signs of damage to this unknown man's head. You hurt yourself? You got any pain around there?
Pain?
Yeah. Right here on top of your head, maybe. I've seen fellas back in the army there get themselves knocked out pretty hard. They can't remember who their own mother was for a week.
Well, I don't know about armies or mothers, but I do got myself a heavy pain across the forehead here. Across where you pointed, actually.
Make a constitution check. DC 12.
Failure.
Your vision, the edges of your vision begin to blur. Colors are changing.
A little bit of a giggle comes out of me as I start walking in a non-linear path. I think something was in that beetle, man.
I grab his arm and inspect it, looking for any swelling.
2 little pricks in the wrist, only slight swelling.
Looking, walking just to the edge of the tree line and the beach. Look, we haven't made it too far in, guys. Looking out the beach, see any signs of the ship.
Ship is closer. A large crew walks around on it.
Look, I don't want to.
Silhouettes of men, really.
Oh, I don't want to be any part of Frederick, but I'm not gonna light a fire under our ass here. But there's we don't want to come into contact with whatever's going on out there. We either got to get on the move. We got to go somewhere. Do you think there's people back? You think there's people you make contact with? You think they'll know who he is? Does he look like one of them?
I don't know. His clothes kind of resemble some of their patterns, but not one I've. Not an exact match, no.
Don't they usually got some sort of marking or some sort of tattoo or something?
Still holding his arm, I look around and I move up his sleeve, looking for any tattoos, seeing what tribe he might belong to, if he belongs to one at all.
The edge of the sleeve rolls up. Some of the mail conceals patterns that scatter across his upper bicep.
These patterns are familiar. They are of the Guarani tribe.
I believe he's Guarani. I look to Dirk.
Guarani. So we either going to get enslaved by those guys out there, or we're going to get eaten.
This tribe isn't much for eating people, but I wouldn't exactly put it past them if we aren't diplomatic.
Great. Well, I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of chaos we'll unleash on this island if we start some sort of war if we bring him to Roderick. That's probably not the best idea. We sure as heck can't sit here any longer.
Drop ships start to lower from the sides of the large ship.
Do you know your way back to the tribe, to the Guarani?
Does that ring a bell even?
Go.
The tribe we've been, interacting with?
You're talking to me, man.
I'm looking at Dirk.
I think we bring him. See what your contacts know. Hope for the best.
It's better than remaining here for now.
But we can't exactly run with your leg there if they decide to turn on us. So we got to be confident going in there.
I can keep pace to the best of my ability.
What about that beetle he ate? Is he going to be all right? You think he can walk there?
I think his head injury is more of concern than the beetle. As long as it doesn't get infected, he'll be fine.
I shake my water flagon. I got half this thing left. Drink a little bit of this, buddy. And I hand the flagon back over to our unknown man here. We're gonna go on a little trek, all right? You know
As I grab the flagon from him, I reach into the pack and a flagon, a water skin, comes out. And I offer it to him.
Yeah. I take it. Smell it. Drink some.
Smells like nothing. It's full. And I take the one he gave me and sip on it a little bit.
Trade back. Well, you seem like you're in good enough sorts. Let's get on the move then. Hey, how far a day's travel is it? You think, Frederick, back to their village?
Should be a few hours. We have enough daylight. We should make it well before nightfall. If you can remember our way back.
Hearing sounds of men, barely audible, with the distant wind towards the beach. Let's get on with it. Let's go. Start kicking away some of our tracks right into the entrance there.
As I start walking, I murmur something beneath my breath, some sort of incantation, as the ground beneath my ankles starts to glow dimly and then fade in its light, setting an alarm spell.
The foliage of the jungle grows thicker rather quickly. Roots, underbrush, twisting and turning every which way.
Holding up branches for Frederick. Come on, make your way through, make your way through. I can't machete these down right now. Gotta keep tracks hidden. Come on.
I hobble past him.
Continue to make my way. Keep an eye on our new companion here.
Walking along, a little bit less lazy in his movements, more alert, keeping up pace.
The blurriness of your vision increases. There's a rustle not too far away, a rustle of leaves.
Lead the way. Shh. Looking back towards the group. Put my hand out. Shh. Looking at the rustling.
Something heaving, breathing slowly. Something scaly.
And
I reach into one of my pouches and pull out a small piece of quartz as I look in that direction.
signaling towards the opposite way, mouthing to Nico or Frederick, go around. We go around.
I give Dirk a nod and I turn around to follow where he was suggesting.
Kneeling down, I ask him, "Me too? Do I turn around?"
Yes, go. Hand on my sword, waiting for them to pass and go around.
Barely able to see, I do so.
Watching as the man starts stumbling awkwardly towards Frederick. Fuck.
From the new vantage point, there are at least 3 creatures, dark green scales, looking through the tree line towards the shore. They seem to be standing upright.
Slowly backing away, watching my step to not make any further noise. Slowly making my way towards the Frederick and our companion.
Should we stay put? I whisper.
I think we might have to. There's 3 of them. I think we might have to take them if they keep coming here any further. I think they're tracking us. If they send one of theirs to go scout to tell the others.
They're tracking us. They came from a different direction now.
I don't know. I'm all mixed up here now.
A bit of murmuring, a different language. These creatures are talking to each other, not particularly quietly.
Have you ever encountered these? They look like lizard men. Have you ever encountered them before?
Only from a distance.
I don't trust them.
I think back to my empty mind, reaching for any kind of knowledge, trying to understand what the language is that these creatures are speaking.
Roll DC 9.
Crit.
These are the horned lizard men. Speaking a language that starts to become slightly familiar. They are a group in conflict with men and with other lizardmen tribes.
I can understand what they're saying. These boys are in a bad way. They're in conflict with other tribes. They're just arguing. I think now's our chance.
Chance to what you can speak their language.
I don't know if I could trust anything you've been saying at this point, but I know I don't trust them. Looking out, peering through some large overgrown ferns.
They hold spears and bows. 3 more can be seen for 6 total. They say something about the word boat or boats.
Well, boys, maybe I wasn't so good with it with you, but maybe we can try the diplomatic route.
I don't know if that is our best chance. Do you think we can evade them? I look, trying to see if there's another path.
We might be able to go off the beaten path here. Looking behind us, seeing a large tree with moss and dense foliage around it, but behind it, enough of a clearing to circumnavigate around. I think we might be able to get back behind there. But slowly. You, looking towards our companion. Can you help him get through this? It's gonna be rough. I count his leg.
And I get up close to the man I had once had my knife on, assisting him. All right, let's go.
Hey, before we leave, if they come for us, I'm charging in. You make your way out of here.
I look to our companion nervously, but accept his help as we begin to navigate the dense underbrush.
Wizard. Hallucinations now cloud your vision.
As I look up, holding the man next to me, there was, well, what are you? And I take out my knife again.
Calm down, quiet.
What's going on back there, you two?
I don't know. He's freaking out on us again. And I step back from him as he pulls out his dagger.
I'm running towards our companion to tackle him.
The lizard men's murmuring stops.
Running up towards our companion, grabbing him and putting a hand on, shh, and pointing, directing his head towards the direction of the lizard. Shh. Hush.
Flat on my back, my eyes jumping around wildly, bloodshot.
Frederick, I think we might have to leave them if they keep coming for us. Wait it out here.
I'll be right behind you.
Okay. Waiting for our companion to calm down, I I'm looking at him. Shh. Start help him back up. Trying to lead him motion to follow us.
I grab him by the hand.
Come on, come on. Start walking into the dense underbrush.
I'll follow behind.
Seeing false things getting crazy in the mind. I follow up close, dagger still drawn, a little bit too close to Dirk behind him.
I looking nervously, continuing to walk between me and continue to walk between Frederick and the companion. Keep darting eyes back, looking paranoid. Hand on my other spare hand on my hilt.
And the arrow whizzes past Dirk, notching itself into a tree.
Down, down, and get down. And I rush towards a small tree, barely thick enough to cover me. Looking out.
Slowly, I walk with no hurry, and in the language of the lizardmen, I scream, "They're here, boys! Behind that tree and the other one there. He's weakened." And I start walking, dagger drawn towards Dirk.
I pull out my sword. Frederick, I know you got something in you. And I stand down, boy, towards the their companion walking towards me.
I take the piece of quartz that I had earlier, and I whisper an incantation into my hands, and then crush the piece of quartz as I begin to cast mage armor. Failure, as it just turns to dust, to no effect.
An arrow flies at Dirk. 16.
Hit.
Six
Shoulder.
damage.
Shoulder just bashing back as arrows 3 just deep into my shoulder. Blood gushes out. And having my hand on the arrow, I have my hand just stopping the blood. My sword arm.
Another one whizzes just over Frederick's head.
I start rushing towards our former companion with their knife out. Frederick, run! I'm gonna hold them off. Send my money back. Send it back to my brother. And I start rushing towards the wizard, attempting to knock him on the ground. Whoops. 16.
Success.
Bash him on the ground. Knock him to the ground. Grappling leg around him. Attempting to just shove my arm, bleeding, blood just dripping from me, shoving my arm into his neck.
My eye begins to glow in a dim red as I attempt to reach up with my hand at your throat. And a blast arrives. 2 damage. Magic missile.
My face just left, right, as I'm still just continue just madly just bleeding over you. Just, is that the best you got? And I smash my head into you. 11.
Success.
Bashing my head into you. 3 points of damage.
I look back at the scuffle, and I hesitate on what to do. But I point to the sky, where a ray of sunlight is shining down, and my finger begins to glow as I point at our former companion and cast magic missile. Success. Two points of damage.
The missiles burn into the former companion. Two more arrows fly out. Say 14 towards Frederick.
Hit.
6 damage.
I recoil as it impacts my arm, sticking into it.
And the other one towards Dirk. 13.
Hit.
6.
Hold on. Whoosh, arrow right into my chest as I'm just coming up for another chance to bash my head into him. The arrow whoosh, back into my chest. I'm knocked back to the ground behind me. Legs kind of up, still thrashing around. I start pulling. You see my hand coming up to my chest, grabbing the arrow. It'll take more to get Dirk out of here. I'm pit fighter, champion of all legions. And they're ripping it out, blood just gushing out, and attempting to get up, stumbling one more time, falling down at the former companion's leg.
Seeing him attempt to come at me, I reach out forth. I should have done this earlier. And attempt to cast magic missile. Success. 1.
The body just looking back up, and then magic missile just smashing my face, neck cracked, down the ground, body limp.
Upon seeing this, I quickly turn to run as fast as my leg will carry me.
And in the language of the lizard men, I turn to them and say, "Charge forth! More meat for supper!" And I continue to sprint towards the direction of Frederick.
Frederick and Wizard roll dexterity checks.
Total of 1.
1.
I crash through the foliage, stumbling and just trying to keep up.
The lizardmen, 4 of them burst through the foliage and catch up, all wielding spears. At the same time, voices from back at the beach. Lots of voices. yelling out.
I trip, falling flat on my face, looking up, seeing the scene. Charge forth! Continue! Remaining where I am on the ground.
I attempt to jump over one of the low-hanging branches, and my peg leg gets stuck into the ground as I fumble forward, crashing onto it.
Two of the lizard men come forward, stopping around the wizard, hesitating for a moment. The other two come up to Frederick and take advantage of his position. That's a 19.
Hit.
And a crit. That's 1 and 5. Going with a downward overhand motion, spears into the back of Frederick.
Blood sputters from my mouth. And I cough as the life leaves my body.
I look up and say, well, come on, you're gonna get me up now, would you? Help your commander up.
They all turn and look at you, begin talking to each other. Who is this man? Do you know him?
I'm sure your tribesmen will have a lot to say if they don't see Guest of the Unwise return safely to his tribe. Now come on, get me up.
Roll charisma advantage. DC 12.
Failure.
The largest one looks at his group and back to you, points his spear at you. Who? The Unwise? Takes a step closer.
I spit at his face. You don't get to call me that. And I start getting up on my own. Start scanning for a way to sprint if I can.
There is a couple of stones off the beaten path that look like it would be hard for a lizard man to fit through. The smallest one looks, we saw you using evil magic, witchcraft. They all lower their spears, or rather raise their spears pointed directly at you. The big one says, we'll get rid of him.
No, you won't. And I raise a hand, attempting to magic missile the closest creature, starting to sprint through the clearing that I saw.
AC 10.
Crit. 6.
The big one closest steps back and falls down as the missile explodes on him. The other three hesitate as voices from the beach yelling out approach closer. Men with cutlasses, led by a woman charging with her own blade.
Starting to sprint towards the beach. All right. Help! Help me! The lizard men are after me!
One of the men gets up to you, grabs you by the arm, holding his sword up. Ah, easy does it, holds you in place. The rest of them charge forward. The lizardmen flee in terror. Dozens of men chasing after them.
Panting, resolute, still hints of blurriness at my eyes. I say, "Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Truly."
His cutlass stained in dark black spatters looks at you. I don't thank me yet. He pulls out a rope hanging on his belt.
Well, what's that for?
Just for you, of course. The rest of the crew has already charged forward without him. He brings out the rope and says, "Now give me your hands. Be nice. Make it easy."
I attempt to take hold of my knife and think better of it, letting go of the handle, and lift my hands up to him.
He reaches towards the knife, pulls it out, throws it on the sand. I better not be thinking anything funny. He gets ready to apply the rope.
And I let myself get taken away.
He brings you off toward the beach, toward a rowboat, pulls you in, looks you over. You all right, boy? You ever served aboard a pirate vessel before?
No.
He starts rowing out back to the ship. Yeah, you don't look like it. But we'll see what we can do with you.
I spit out into the water, looking up at the boat.
His ugly mug, unfazed. The boat, imposing, the black sails billowing in the sea breeze. A small number of crew remaining on deck. You want to call it here?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right there.
All right. All right, boys, come on back in. Oh, I gotta let you in.
God.
Oh, that was awesome, dude. That was so cool.
Gosh.
That was so sick.
There's a lizard man the whole time.
So good. I love that.
I had to do okay.
That's awesome.
That didn't go the way I imagined it would go, for sure, dude.
Not at all for me either.
No.
Worst bodyguard of all time. What the fuck?
I know, dude. I was gonna say that too. I should have. I was like, man, I probably should have killed you right off the bat.
Yeah, in hindsight, that would have been great. Perhaps we should have been, I guess, tipped off when he started like understanding the lizards.
Yeah, I was. Well, I couldn't.
Wasn't expecting.
It's
that.
hard though because he was going crazy. So I just
Yeah.
my character thought he was just going insane. You know.
Man, I had to stop myself from like not laughing. Yeah, this guy's acting totally crazy and like socially abnormal. Like, and you're like reacting in the exact right way. Like, oh my god, I can't trust a single thing this guy's saying.
Yeah, because it's tough. Because it's like he couldn't. You know, I didn't want to like. My character's thought was like we can't like start another war or some sort of war on the island with this tribe. So we gotta tread carefully. And then like I know I'm paid to like help you get along with researching, so it was just like, man, what do I do? So funny.
Well,
That would have been funny if we just had to kill your character right at the beginning, Artaj, as soon as you let him go.
Should have, man. You should have.
It's funny. No, I love that. That was cool. Yeah.
Artaj, do you want to keep playing that character as a captive of the pirates now?
No.
Or okay, make a new character. Okay, so everyone's out now.
For next. Yeah. I think
Nico,
it'd be cool if we
Didn't
see
even
him
die
again,
like a
maybe.
man. Gets himself captured.
Dude, no, man. No, I think I ended up playing him too aggro.
That was awesome.
No, it was great. That was
It was
perfect.
great.
I'm glad
It
you
was
did.
cool.
Yeah. Definitely worse bodyguard though.
Yeah. The fact that he just leans into hallucinations, like, yeah, I'm a lizard man like you guys.
I know.
They're right here.
It starts like hissing and stuff.
that would have been great.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Dude, so I don't know how you guys thought it was going to go, but I'm like, okay, I'm thinking there's all these different factions here, so it's going to be like nonstop action. They're not going to know who to side with or something like that.
Yeah.
Just unrelenting the whole time. And then this happens. I'm like, what? What is going on? What are you guys doing?
The peg leg thing was funny too, because I was like, "Oh crap, this is like a whole different like view on it now." At the beginning, I was like,
"Yeah, I had a Dex 5, so it's like, okay, yeah, my character might be crippled or have some sort of like disability, to get you a Dex 5."
Immediately, I was like, "Wait, what's this guy doing out in the sand, man? What are we gonna do out here?"
That's what you're there for. You gotta
I know. I was
guard
like,
the rest of my body.
I was like, I'm gonna have to start carrying you, dude.
So sorry, boys, if you had some ideas planned for your characters, but I got us all.
Never
killed.
do, dude.
I got us all.
That was
killed.
awesome.
That was definitely aggressive role playing. I would.
Yes.
I think a little bit aggressive.
It was great.
I love when players go that route with their characters. Love it.
Yeah, I was here for it. That was awesome.
It makes everything easier on me too. When you guys are doing so much interacting with each other. And by interacting, I mean conniving, cutthroat.
Poor Nico, man. He had plans too, though. He was like, "I'm gonna get all this stuff."
Yeah. I mean, I'll give it hats off to you guys. I definitely don't feel like I did my best role playing that one, but it was fun. But
I don't know if I did either, but
I think we all did fine. I'm always nervous about myself, and then I realize it's like, oh, we're also being recorded. Fun.
Oh yeah. It's hard. It was a short session, by the way. That was like maybe an hour.
That was literally an hour.
Yeah. That's all you need for 4D ShadowDark, evidently.
I like the I really liked the way that it played out with like that just being your bag that we were trying to like dig out from the like refuse on the beach or whatever. I thought that was cool. I really liked the way you played that. And then and then I like the way you were like, I like the way your character too, Nico, was like. I'm always like, I don't know, I always like that when there's like world building of like the actual like setting like that, like the colorful like leaves and stuff like that, and or like the colorful
I was just struggling to come up with stuff.
Well, I thought it was cool because it worked out well with the beetles too. You know, I was like, oh, there's like a kind of like an ecosystem here. You know.
Yeah, I didn't think of anything cool about the beetles. It's like, oh yeah, those are harmless. They're not good for anything. Can't use it. You can't crush them up for dyes, but they're not poisonous. And you can eat them.
Man, my initial thought was like, he's a high-int wizard. He's probably got his way with the freaking animals, the bugs. Dude, that became his downfall. Holy.
Yeah, I was expecting. I was like, they'll probably be ignored, but if they do play with the bugs for some reason, that'll be fun.
Man, if I didn't freaking mess with the bugs, I could have went a totally different direction that whole session.
I thought that wouldn't matter at all, and it changed everything. That's funny.
Well, so the way I saw it, I'm not sure what your intentions were, David, but I thought it was the head wound that was causing the hallucinations because I think it was like you started mentioning like the blurry vision stuff before the bugs, if I remember correctly. So I thought that was the actual culprit. I didn't think it was going to make him MK Ultra honest, but you know.
It's Manchurian Candidate, dude.
Yeah.
Good.
It was after the bite, but I didn't call for the role like right as he was bit. Called for it a bit later, so maybe that caused some confusion. I don't know.
I might be misremembering. I thought it was earlier, but no, like either way, it could be interpreted either of two ways.
You guys wouldn't know, right?
Yeah,
but I was just letting there be some onset time, you know.
I think I saw it like it was like my character didn't really know too much other than like I just thought it was the head wound kind of the whole time, and then him just kind of going crazy because when your character's like, yeah, you can eat them, I was like, well, my character think that he's like, I don't want to eat a bug right now, but you could eat those, you know. So it was just like, oh, the head wound though. This guy's clearly just like losing it.
High trust. That's right.
Yeah.
I liked Nico's character too. I wish.
I wish they all keep dying.
I wish we could have seen more of him. I was a fan of him.
I know. I feel bad.
And then when he saw the purple robes, he immediately was like, "It's probably some sort of rich guy's purple dye, dude."
Yeah.
I was a little confused too because I was like, you know, you just don't like trying to play in character too, so just trying to figure out like where this could be, you know, like where this character's unknown person could be from, you know.
Yeah, and I was trying to prompt Artaj. It's like, okay, tell me what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, I thought that was cool the way you did that when you like pulled up the sleeve looking for the tattoo.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if we like had cemented like what tribe or what you were a part of, and it wasn't initially embellished on because I also had a knife to my throat. I wasn't focused on what you were.
Yeah.
When we actually first meet you.
Some reflections on this for me. I think I went a little too weird for sure with the way he acted. Maybe I could have been more consistent with that.
I don't know. Dude with the head wound starts having hallucinations. I think it's played about as you might do it.
Yeah, I thought that was
That's
great.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
Especially with like all the paranoia that was instilled in the moment too, because we had this like, you know, we're introducing it to your already confused character, right? We're like introducing it because of the ship coming in, and then there's these like lizard men. Like it makes perfect sense to me that if you're like hallucinating, like you're gonna start putting together these like weird connections, you know, and like
Well, yeah,
I love how that worked out.
Yeah, and you mentioned your character's basically been, as far as you've been conscious, like just stressed out since like minute one, being chased down the beach by like some other guys, maybe other pirates or whatever, and passing out. And then we come along.
Brother, I think I made a one-shot character, and you guys made like actual campaign characters, dude.
I think Nico had a deep character. I literally just rolled up in a moment, like I'm here.
I don't know about deep. Yeah. I had ideas.
True.
But it would have been nice to like, you know, actually meet the natives. But
I know. You always imagine that you're like, okay, step one will be like meeting the natives. You know, you don't even get there.
Yeah.
Holy man.
That is funny because I kept thinking like if we just never get to that point, like we keep talking about it and we just never meet any of the indigenous people.
Dude, the whole time I was thinking like we're not trying to kill you guys. I was like, they don't see you guys yet. Just get out of here. Go.
Yeah.
Go. You know.
No, obviously our cause is GM plan to like murder us every time. By us, I mean me.
I know. Poor Nico hasn't survived a session yet.
Oh
man, never met Nico yet.
I'm the Kenny. I'm gonna be the Kenny. Like
Nico's like, oh, this Artosh guy's a freaking a-hole. It's just, like I don't even know this guy is killing my every single PC.
Nico's gonna get on Reddit and write RPG horror story. This guy named Artosh. Kid trying to kill.
Well, now I got to though.
Gonna be on the Crit Crab channel or whatever.
Appreciate that, big guy. Appreciate that.
A great seizing failure from the jaws of victory. Goddamn.
I was like,
Define
what's
victory.
going on?
We could have really just snuck around and went straight to where we wanted to go. No.
I wouldn't have even called for a check to sneak. I was like, they don't see you. It's fine.
Yeah.
They don't see they're too enraptured by their argument. How did that feel for you, David? What was your reflections on it?
I'm so glad you guys went the crazy route because I mean, it makes it easier on me. I did, sometimes I worry. I'm like, I have lots of different pushes, which for me is like a bullet point. So I do have a lot of them, but I'm still like, is this gonna, am I gonna be able to deliver this in time? I'm gonna be able to deliver it well. Is it gonna work out? Am I gonna stumble? And then I don't have to worry about any of that. Because you guys kill each other and you get each other killed. I'm like, okay, this is awesome. And it kind of created like it could become like a legend or tale on the island,
Yeah,
like,
considering we all died, this could have even been like a prequel or something.
Yeah,
that's like
yeah,
referenced.
that's a good point. Yeah, and I did message I mentioned coming from working under Roderick previously too, just mentioned our last game. So it's just be any number of connections there, but just because it fit. Roderick was a known slaver or something in the. So it was an enforcer for that or something.
I like the end, which felt really atmospheric, like a reveal of this big faction. The guys, I really thought they were gonna accept me, but then it turns out no, they got their own plans. They got their own things going.
Dirk was correct about the pirates.
He absolutely was.
Yeah.
Everybody's cutthroat here.
With the lizard trying to kill you.
With the lizard men, I was like, well, let's see if they believe you or not. They might have taken you in, if that, not for that role.
Dude, if you went off with the lizard people, that would have been so awesome because your character is just hallucinating, and then eventually come out of this trip and they're just hanging out with lizard people.
Dances with lizards.
Yeah.
With all the deception and hallucinogenics my guy was on, maybe. I'm definitely thinking he's more evil aligned after that session, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not.
So, if since you're not gonna use him, I think I will. He'll be one of my guys now.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I thought that was such a cool ending. I loved where that went. That was awesome, dude.
It was a cool ending. It felt like you said, like a saga, bro, like a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
Colonel.
There's gonna be all Colonel Curse becomes the leader of the Lizardman tribe. It's so cool. It becomes like a legend. It's like all these. There's 3 wizards throwing spells and blasting people everywhere.
I like
where
Jacob's.
these guys come from.
I like Jacob's description, especially during when we were deep in the woods of the trees. Man, I could imagine that real vividly.
I wish I knew. I was because I have
more words for tree.
Well, because I know a lot of trees in North America. I can name a lot of different trees and stuff, but I was I have no idea really what's going on actually in Australia besides a eucalyptus tree. I was some big old tree down there.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys make up whatever trees you want. It's kind of wacko flora and fauna here. You guys haven't even seen.
Dude, you're not gonna see this kind of game in a regular freaking ShadowDark game, by the way.
No.
Which is interesting because this is a fun way to. This is such a perfect format for ShadowDark, right? It leans into the deadliness of it. It's just really fun, and when things collapse, it happens really quick. Because if you watch a lot of one-shots out there of ShadowDark, it's people will die really quick and stuff, but it's not as fun because they're sort of just hanging out, watching a grid, and kind of moving
watching
from here
the
to
health
there.
pool go down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
you got your owlbear up, and then the DM's
Yeah.
trying to fiddle with the fog of war.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I not to derail too much, but I was thinking about how fun it would be to try to even run like the like I don't know if this would be possible, but you know the meat grinder that they have for like the Minotaur's lair.
Yeah,
I was thinking
Scarlet
about
Minotaur.
how fun it'd be to sort of like try to 4D that with a group. If everyone had like a set of like characters that could sort of be like, you could set up a
Oh.
premise like you were shipped there to be sent through and see who's worthy, you know?
Anytime
they
I
just-
think of like running pre-written modules, I think of, well, who was it? I think it was Nicholas who was trying to run Pathfinder, right? Were you in that, David?
No.
No. Well, they were trying to. They called it 3Ding Pathfinder. They were running a Pathfinder module.
Dragon's Demand. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's really cool. I watched a bunch of that series too. I think that's like really worth checking out. It's cool because there's like a breakdown they have too where they're comparing that module to like some other group's playthrough of it. It is just crazy because they're like the difference that 4D can make in getting through some of those combats. I think, you know, it's just really impressive. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Well, yeah. Anything else about the session though? Want to bring up or?
I had a question. What? Jacob, your character said something about Roderick. What was that again?
Oh, I was just mentioning that like there was a couple times I think you mentioned like working for Roderick previously. So like,
Oh, okay.
I was imagining my character being like hired, you know, away from there to be the worst bodyguard for Nico. But
That would have been cool if you guys survived and met up with the other side of the party.
yeah,
If
And, because Roderick is the Yaltu captor, the captor of Obi.
yep.
Yeah, so if you run into Obi, he's gonna be like, "What the hell?" Gonna run or just kill you on sight. I don't know.
I hope I
Gives
just
me
didn't
an
call-
excuse to get rid of some NPCs.
Get rid of some NPCs. Oh snap! Oh, there goes the camera.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. It's just out of battery.
I was gonna say,
Oh, Yeah, go ahead.
you have the second worst
Um,
camera quality now, yeah.
you look like a creepypasta picture now. I'm like, who is that?
Dude, I'm like shrouded in darkness. Hold on.
He's been taken under the pipe. The bed signal.
The seaweed thing was cool because I described something fleshy, and I was like, okay, this is either gonna be Artaj's entrance, where he could be like hiding under the seaweed for some reason, or if he doesn't go for that, it could be I was gonna have like a body of some creature in there that was killed and covered with seaweed for some reason. And then you just had your pack in there instead, so it was very cool. I like how you co-created it.
I appreciate that. That was a cool moment for sure. That's 4D, man.
4D.
If you try to do that in any other game, I'm like, no, it's you, man. Or you would have controlled me and said, and then out comes Artaj's character.
Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of I guess I was trying to, what do you call it, serve you a layup. So I was like,
I appreciate that.
If
I
there's
appreciate
something fleshy in there, maybe it's his character. But if not, then it's something else. It's fine.
Hope I didn't come on. I guess it's a little bit of insecurity talking, but I was just a little worried that I would come on too strong, but it ended up being fun.
Yeah, I had no complaints from me too. It was great.
I love it. If this was like a short story, I'd read it. I'd be like, oh damn, everybody's dead. You know, it's fun.
And I feel
I like
a little
it that
bit bad
way.
about again not. It's tough because sometimes I'm like, man, really, like I probably should have tried to right after like you had my the person I'm guarding taken captive. I was like, I probably should have tried to like kill immediately, but I was like, I don't know if that was the right method too, you know. But
Yeah. Well, we were also both like, distracted in the seaweed, even though it's like, oh, you go check it.
yeah,
And it's like, no, man, come help me. It's like, oh, okay. And they
Yep.
immediately get captured. It's like,
yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. I really appreciate too though, like playing in this style isn't like you don't have to be like, okay, can I try to like hide and then like that's so good. Can I try to like hide and then flank and capture his character? You know, it was just like no, like it's very believable in that moment. You come out and you're able to like, catch this. Yeah.
But yeah, like even in the meta, it's like, okay, like presumably his character's stuck in there. Then like, both myself and the character are surprised, like, oh shit.
Yeah, right. Like the best way to get out of this is I can't just like, I can't just like try to immediately go to violence too when it's like the guy I'm guarding is a peg leg guy, with like pretty low constitution it appears.
Well, look, I had decent constitution. It's just low dex. I couldn't move
Yeah.
very well.
That's the other part though. I do struggle with like some of the mechanics parts about wanting to embrace because like I ended up rolling. So when I got up and you hit me again and finally killed me, I did the rules for the pit fighter, which is to roll, and I got that 19. So he got up again and had that like 1 health left. But I was playing it because David shot me earlier with such a high attack hit. That's why I was like playing my character was like bleeding out at and actually losing like a damage because you hit me so high above my AC that it was like he essentially knocked or took my shoulder out,
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, well, he's just gonna keep losing health. So sure, he'll get back up really quick, but he's just gonna die, Like,
Just does the coup de grace and just shoots you with magic
yeah,
missile.
yeah, I know, just crack my neck with it.
That was a cool description. Having your neck just cracked from
Yeah.
that.
Just
Yeah.
the force of it.
Finally, force damage, it does something.
Yeah.
I was a fan of Jacob's descriptions throughout, dude. That was nice.
Cool.
So how did you guys would you say my calling for roles? Did I call for roles when I should have? Are there times that I didn't and I should have, or times that I did that I shouldn't?
I think you did so appropriately, as mostly sparingly, as mostly just combat rolls, and then I think the Constitution roll for the hallucinations,
Yeah.
the ones I can remember,
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
and then the contested roll between me and Artaj trying to outpace each other. We both get a 1. I got a 4, but then my -3 dex modifier.
yeah, I got a 2 -1.
Yeah.
Validate.
What did
No,
you think, guys?
I mean, this style I guess there could be times when the GM just asks for rolls too much. I thought it was just right. It definitely felt just right.
Yeah.
There was like even on that charisma roll, I was like, yeah, this would be interesting if I failed. So,
Yeah.
it was.
We keep forgetting to, or at least I do. I don't know if you guys do this. I always forget the extra effect if you get 5 over. I wasn't doing that. I forget every time.
Yeah, well, that's why I was saying like I just took that into. I don't think we forgot to discuss that before we played, but that's why I just took that over when you shot me.
That's
the first
why.
time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it the same if you roll like under, try to like play in that you really whiffed it?
If you guys
Like-
want.
5 below. It's a super.
That's what I did.
fumble.
My leg got stuck in the ground. I fucking fell.
Yeah.
My preference is to just leave that for fumbles, but whatever you guys
Okay.
want.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, even if it's a non-natural 1, I think this still counts as a fumble for Artaj and I.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
nuts.
I-
The rolls were nuts, man. It's too bad in 40 you can't react to that crap, or probably bet for the better.
I really love the reacting in the world to it. Like yeah.
True. The way it played into the fiction. Or
Yeah.
However you would say.
hmm
Yeah, when you did the stone cold crit with your
Stone
I
Cold
know.
Crit.
You're
Yeah.
just like,
yeah,
you
I-
did that with your magic missile. You're like crit.
Dude,
Yeah,
all
dude.
the damage. I was like 6,
Yeah.
6,
Yeah.
6 again, crit.
You
I
were
was like,
rolling nuts on the damage,
so
bro.
funny,
You
man.
killed it. You killed us. You were
Yeah.
the big guy.
I know.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
think he got a 19 and a 20 on me. But I was
Yeah.
really hoping, it's like, yeah, I'll get mage armor off, right? And then just doesn't. It's like,
Dude, the mage armor
Yeah.
fumble was so. I was like, oh man, we're toast, dude.
it's funny. I rolled the
was ready
crit
for
and
it
I was
too. I
like,
had it all
damn
up.
it.
my character couldn't like. I was like, oh man, I wish I could. That was like one of those things too, where it's like my character's already in the melee at that point. It's like crap. There's no way I probably know that failed too, you know? Because I was like, man, otherwise you'd just be like, I said fraud, you asshole, you know? But
Mm. I like the peg leg getting caught while the guys are chasing
So
you.
good.
It like makes it more horrifying. You're like, I'm
Yeah.
not getting out of this.
dude, we got a guy with the peg leg and the other guy's hallucinating with his dagger out, and I'm just like, dude, oh man.
Man, I'm in wrong line of business.
Yeah.
One thing I like too is that it's like this style of play made it easier to have that interpersonal character conflict. If we tried to like if I tried to pull that sort of thing immediately off the cuff in like an any other game goes to a halt, GM goes, "What are you doing, bro?" Right? So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and it all worked out for the better. I mean, it was a super cool session.
Hell yeah. I know I had said, for leveling up, I had said, like whatever your level is, that's how many successful sessions you need. And I wouldn't say, well, your characters all died, or got captured. But I kind of want to just have you guys go to level 3 anyway. What do you think? Yeah. Just instead of worrying about successful sessions, just sessions.
One of the things I think is interesting potentially about that is just to see where, like if you're kind of experimenting with the systems standpoint, it's kind of interesting because you'll naturally probably get further in a very dangerous world,
Yeah.
or maybe not, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying, where it's like level 1 you got like maybe 4 health or something.
Mhm.
So, and I think it's fun to roleplay in any of those scenarios, but it's kind of interesting to think about where you could go in terms of a character concept,
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And it'll help us to not die as fast as we did maybe this session.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna save us because I got like hit twice and died.
That's fair
Yeah.
enough, dude.
Yeah. I think that 3rd level will help a bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Depends.
And having Dom here would have helped, I think. I don't know.
Not having
Dude,
our
he-
supposed ally would betray us might have.
That's
That's what did us in. It's like the secret's like, oh yeah, I'm a lizard man too. What?
so good, dude.
I think Dom would have just killed Artaj immediately. He would not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like
Yeah,
on the
his
beach.
character would have taken the dagger away, would have
I
like
would have died
Yeah.
so fast. A 1v3, yeah, no, I don't live in that situation. I also forgot his name, by the way. His name is Jestry. In the moment I forgot his
Nice.
name, my character's name.
How do you spell? Let's see.
G-E-
Destry the Unwise. Yeah.
Jestry the Unwise got 5 whiz, man.
Damn.
Tough times. 18 int, 5 whiz.
Barely has you live a 1v1. Just a coin toss.
Bro, I couldn't roll a what? I think I couldn't roll like a 14 or above, like for like 3 characters worth at the end of my first session when I was trying to roll this character, and I got to do that
Yeah.
again.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
character generation.
I'm very bad at rolling characters or dice.
Okay. Well, you guys get to look forward to new characters again. So
Again, dude.
hopefully-
Jacob could go back to his OG character.
Oh yeah, I keep playing
Yeah.
Mom. Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely. Cool.
You guys could take over NPCs if you want. I have Obi. I have Rawl, and I have Lionel.
Okay.
You probably want to make up your own thing, but the option's there if you want.
Oh.
It's good to know that there's the option.
Yeah, well, what I do is I just roll and see. It's like, okay, well, what do I have here? My only option was Wizard with a 5 dex and what I think it was a 7 wisdom, so Cleric was out.
Yeah.
I think it's 7.
I think we're doing now though, right? There you could. Is it just you roll the stats and you can place them how you want, or are you still rolling down the
Where's
line?
the fun in that?
I'm down.
Yeah,
with
where's
either,
the
but-
fun in that, brother man? This ain't freaking Glass Cannon Network. Come on.
Wait, it's not. Well, I rolled a glass cannon anyway. I didn't even get the cannon. I got my
Just
one
glass.
spell off.
Yeah.
Got my 1 magic missile.
So do you guys want to stick to straight down the line then?
That's what I've done for the past, or these 2 characters so far. So,
But we can. I mean, I can't. We can't speak for Dom.
but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as he just never dies, he never has a problem.
He never has a freaking issue.
That's true.
See, I think he's the real
Right.
mastermind. He's like, yeah, they're all going to die this session. I just won't play.
Just skip out on it.
He knew.
Hope he's doing all right.
I have not gotten anything from him, but well, he's online now.
Praying for the guy. I mean, I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah. It'll be fun to play again maybe next week. We'll see.
Yeah. Sure.
But
Oh, I
I'm
was
trying
gonna
to
get
think
a game
because
by
I
table, too.
think I'm good next week. I'm going to be out of country the week after, and I'm going to be busy the week after that. So,
Oh.
Next week it is.
but yeah. But like, if you guys are free, feel free to play without me. Like the campaign is kind of made for that, which as we did today, we just played on the other side of the island with who we had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we have most our people, or even half our people, I think I'll just go ahead and do something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, the problem originally was where it's just like the 3 of us. You, David, myself, and Dom. But,
If we can, let's play the freaking game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to cancel if I don't have to, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And always play something on a different part of the island or
Yeah.
even just doing a one shot of something else, you know?
Yeah, I remember like in our session 0, we mentioned it's like, yeah, if we all just like keep dying, we can make it like an episodic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that about covers it enough for the live stream today. Losing is fun. Make a shirt out of that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And boys, that
Well-
was my first time playing ShadowDark. Just so
Nice,
you know.
man.
My first time.
Bro, I'm
As a
0 for
player.
2 players.
Oh, for freaking 2, man. Oh.
How do you like the system?
GMing it for non 480, definitely a different experience than playing it in 480 as a player. I wouldn't say one is better or something like that. It was definitely just different. It was a lot more immersive in this way and a lot more character driven, which I loved. I'm a fan of that, dude.
I haven't played it outside of in this campaign,
And
but
then-
really it just serves as a good rule set so you can just like, focus on actually doing the role playing, not having to, look at all your different abilities, this, that, and the other. I think just nice and simple.
simple as light. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. It gets out of the way.
Yeah, I've just been playing ShadowDark or ECD6, so.
There you go. Nice and easy. All right, fellas. Thanks for playing. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I always say the players make the game. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
GMs
thanks for
always
putting
say
this
that. Had a
together.
lot of fun.
Heck yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. All right, I'll go ahead and end the stream. Thank you guys for watching, commenting. We'll see y'all again soon.
Later.
See you
Later.
guys.